Hi, how y'all doing? Today is Saturday, the 26th of October, 2024. Here in Ontario, Canada, the skies were cloud covered all day, but they have moved the clouds and moved aside, and there is blue shining through. So it's supposed to be like this off and on for the next couple of days, right? We had rain today. It was cold too, it didn't get very warm. It says it was supposed to be 8, but it was like a 5 or whatever. Well, that's what the weather app says anyway. I don't see anybody walking around with shorts on. Let's put it that. Everybody's got jackets on, right? They do. Yesterday, I forgot to mention too, I seen a little black and white woodpecker in my tree. Pecking away. Same as the last woodpecker I seen. It was the same kind. So it's a woodpecker. It's a good sign. It is. I've had a very quiet day today. Last night was tough. I was watching Stefan Burns earlier and explained it. At night, just as I went to bed, the energy spiked on one of his graphs, right? I can't remember exactly what it was, but it usually drops straight down, but it didn't do that last night. It decided to linger around for a little bit first, right? So I went to bed, it was like 9:30, I guess, somewhere, quarter to 10, and I tossed and turned. My feet started acting up and cramping up. I could not lay on my left side at all because it was an immediate trigger, right, for my left foot to cramp up. So I struggled for an hour, right? And then I started doing my breathing exercises to calm my nervous system down. In through the nose, hold for 4, and then out through the mouth, slow, right? And I eventually went to sleep. Got up quite a few times to go to the bathroom, though. And I dreamt, but I don't recall anything. I was wondering why it was like that, and then I seen his video and it made sense, right? He's waking, but he's not fully awake, right? He's not. But that's okay. Everybody on their own time. You can't force nobody to speed up. Right? Right. Today the Schuman's at 16. So, not as high as the 76 yesterday. Right? You gotta excuse me for a minute. I need to take off my sweater. I'm starting to get hot. I've been freezing all day. Oh, and now I'm getting hot. So, yeah, we'll go with the flow, right? We will. Um, so where was I? I dreamt, but I don't recall what it was. I watched Rod Hayes. He had a video on today on Black Magic 363. There was 4 of them on there, speakers, right? So they all corroborated each other's information in a different venue. One was about science, the other one was practical, and Rod explained the function, like what it was, how it worked, right? I appreciate that. I do. So I just wrote a couple of things down. Oh, I noticed something too the last couple of days. There's a certain, in the tree outside my bedroom window, right? It has a face in it that I see. A lot of trees do, right? I've been seeing it for quite a long time now, faces in trees. And this was a wolf for ever since I've been here. And I looked at last couple of days and it's been changing, or last week or whatever, it's been changing. And I've been trying to figure out why are you changing, right? And today I looked at it and it's changed into a bear almost completely. The face of a bear. I thought, isn't that something? It's a spiritual meaning. The trees communicate, right? It went from a dark wolf and now it's going into a tannish brown bear. Pretty cool, I think. Yeah, my sister sees the faces in the trees too. Oh, Rod gave me a good, or gave us, I don't know who else paid attention, but gave us a good affirmation, right? Because one of the young guys that was on the show asked about aging. Should we stop celebrating our birthday, right? Because it's aging us, because we are what we think, right? And he said, well, uh, what you might want to do is say, I am stronger than I was the day before. Right? Say that every day. I am more youthful than the day I was before. Stuff like that. And that resonated for me. So, yes, I am stronger than the day I was before. Well, and I'll say it every day and we'll see how it works out. Right? Yeah, I know. My mother hated that I used to say right all the time. Right? Right, Ma? Right? So, yeah. Always looking for confirmation, I guess. Oh, and a couple of the spiritualists I watch and a tarot card reader. She does both, right? Shavi, I can never say her name. Shavi Zaid? Shavi Zaid? She's a beautiful, melanated woman, right? Probably in her 30s, 40s, right? She does quite good information, I find. Um, how all the people I've been watching about the energy is saying what we've been feeling over the last week is labor pains, right? Because we're changing and something is going to be birthed. An energy, a new way of thinking, a new way of life. I don't know, right? Just new. We're giving birth to something. See, a couple of nights ago I had a dream I had a baby, but it wasn't my baby. Maybe it was, and I just didn't think it was. I don't know, right? But I thought that resonated with me. It was very interesting, right? It makes sense as a woman that went into labor 6 times and had 6 children, right? My lower back could get no rest when I was in labor. The nurse made my first husband stop rubbing my back because he was rubbing his hands raw. And he was a big, strong guy, right? He was all calloused up because he was like a lumberjack, carpenter, jack of all trades, right? He was the bull. He did all the hard work, right? So I was like, yeah, my lower back has been really icky, right? You know, thankfully not as bad as it was when I had my first son or my second. But I can see the similarity between that and labor pains, right? And I can. Makes you tired. It's like you're 9 months pregnant and the baby's ready to come anytime. How do you feel as a female? You're tired, you're exhausted, you're irritable, you're hungry, but you're not hungry, right? You just want to get this over with. Just hurry up, come on, get out of my belly. Do you know what I mean, kind of thing? Well, if you're a man, maybe not, but the females that have had children will, right? So, yeah. But the other pain, I'm not sure what that's about, right? In my spine. But it could be, like I said, my hip being too high on one side. Throw me off, right? That's why my left side's changing. It's the weaker side. It always was. I'm right-handed, right? So, yeah, it resonated. We're going to give birth to something. And we've all been tired and exhausted. That's all I wrote down. Didn't have a lot to talk about because I've had a quiet day. I've just been absorbing information. I've listened to, what's his name? John Manley Hall or something like that. Yesterday, right? When I was about to have my nap, right? Telling about his, view on the universe and the zodiac sign and all that. And I found it was interesting. So I understand what his point of view was, right? He was old video, audio tape, right? Probably from the 40s or somewhere around there. And then today I listened to my fave, Rod Hayes, right? The Chief Pontiac. He always has good information, always resonates. I think I'm part of his tribe, you know? That's how I started watching him. It was like I was looking for somebody new that could tell me the truth that I could resonate with. And he showed up on Dr. Kia Pruitt. And I resonated with him right away. I was like, yep, he's telling the truth, right? And ever since, it hasn't stopped for me. So, Yeah, people are finally starting to realize too that the melanated, also or known as black, right, were the first ones here, or the indigenous, right, in the spiritual community, and I like it. Finally, right? I do, because everybody should have the proper place, I think, and not be stolen. Your history not be stolen and used by somebody else for their purpose, right? That's happened to everybody all around the realm. Everybody's had their history manipulated and stolen and passed down to the next generation or the invaders, whoever, say that's them. They did that, you know? So, yeah, it's good to know that the truth is coming out. The energy is supposed to be really wild on October the 28th, too. It's Monday. There's a grand trine cross, or a grand trine on the astrology, right? And it looks like a pentagram, but it's going to be so much different kind of stuff going on, right? Molly McCord did a video on YouTube about it. If you want to know more, check her out. I cannot verberate it as well as she did because I don't know. That's her job, being an astrologist, right? Reading the stars. So and at the same time, I believe Stefan Burns said that we are going to get blasted with another solar storm or solar rays or X-class flares or something like that, right? That came off the sun yesterday, right? That's why we had such a high Schuman resonance at 70 yesterday, which causes storms and stuff like that, right? It's information, as Rod say, coming from the sun, right, to the earth, and the earth, then the women send a signal back up, right, and it's all for good, to cause no harm, right? We're just the in-betweeners. We have to deal with the energy. The healthier you are, the easier it is, all right? All we must know is to stay grounded. Do your breath work, salt baths, go outside if you can, walk on the bare earth with your bare feet, right? Bare feet, get it? Bare in my tree. Ah. Yeah, I'm not able to do that. It's too cold outside. I don't want to make myself sick. It's going to be winter here soon. It's not like in the United States, right? When it gets cold, it gets cold. So yeah, everything's going now. The leaves are yellow and a dark brown, burnt red, right? So they're all ready to fall. Fall. So many puns today, Teresa. I know, I know. It's okay. I'm just having fun. The cats are felines here are quiet too. They haven't been doing much. The one came out of their bedroom and looked at me, and I went, tried to get her to come to me, see if she needs some scritching, and she just kind of looked at me and turned around and went back into the bedroom. I said, yeah, I'm feeling the energy too, right? The other one that's downstairs, I haven't seen it. I only see it when I went down the stairs last time. She's quiet. I'm not sure if she's healthy or not. She seems to be losing a lot of weight. So my son said yesterday he's going to take her to the vet next week. It's unfortunate that they poison the critters and the creatures too, isn't it? It really is. But this will all pass. This is all going to change. It will. I just hope I'm there to see it. To see the world I knew it was going to be before I came in, right? Before I got disappointed and realized where I really was. So yeah. All right. I hope everybody's having a good week. A good break from their week, from being a slave. All right. Not sure if you had the rain or not in the States. But it seems lately, every time I've been watching, it's kind of doing the same thing. If it's cloudy here, it's cloudy there. If it's rainy here, it's rainy there. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just the areas I've been watching. The people, you know, one in Pennsylvania, one in, where does Gina live? Salem somewhere, right? I'm not sure. Oh well, it is what it is. I'm just hoping I can sleep tonight. Seems like we're going to be going through this quite a bit for a while till we get used to it. Hopefully we do get used to it, right? Let's manifest it. I feel better today than, no, how does it go again? I feel better today than I did the day before, right? Let's say that every day. In the rising, and went before you go to sleep. Put in whatever words you want. I am stronger than the day I was before. I'm more youthful than the day I was before. I have better health than the day I did before. Right? Stuff like that. It might work. We talk ourselves into anything. We do. All right, that's enough. I love you all's consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye.